Hey guys, good evening. Happy Saturday evening, and we have Bishu joining us. Bishu is a best-selling author. She is also making content which is around oriented towards money, the law of attraction of wealth, and she's also a YouTuber. She makes awesome content. I love her. The name of the book she chose, A Letter from Money, which is getting displayed here on the screen. And she also runs a YouTube channel, which is also named appropriately to her personality. It is called HumanGiri. आपने दादागिरी और बाईगिरी सुनी होगी, तो ये this is HumanGiri. So this beautiful lady is connecting to a lot of people who have built their career well, who have built their wealth. Not only Ambani's and Jeff Bezos, but she is also getting connected to people who are small, might not be in the limelight, but have experienced money much closer than you have. So, thanks a lot, Vishu, for joining us on this particular show.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much for having me.
Most welcome, Vishu. Friends in this particular community would love to know more about you before we get into the book, before we get on to what you do, about your YouTube channel, about Vishu.
Okay, so about Beshu, so basically, I'm a person who's very emotional and very sensitive. I belong from MP, so Madhya Pradesh, and we live in the center of the India, which is Bhopal. And I've been born and brought up in Bhopal. Then I have my engineering done as usual from Bhopal, and then I moved to Mumbai. I was employed in Tata Consultancy Services and I have played various roles within a short tenure of 7 years. So I was a developer, software engineer, then I was very much into people. So I did my MBA and then I was an HR also. And I just love helping people and talking to people. And sometimes, as a person, I would very honestly say that I go into hibernation. So it's like I'm working for some amount of time and then I like to separate myself from everything and then go into hibernation and come up with some other crazy kind of idea and then again bring it to life. So that's about me. And I have a younger sister and a mother, and my father passed away back in 2015. So then I have to, I have a lot of adjustments and adaptabilities that I have to do throughout this journey as soon as I moved out of my comfort zone. And the best part was living in Mumbai, of course, because I was not ready for it. So a lot of situations in life came where I was not ready for it, and then I had to get ready. So that's how I would describe myself.
Super. So, how did this skill or the attention towards money start? When did it start?
Okay, so it definitely did not start when I was, graduating because I did not want to be an engineer, and specifically, I hated computers like anything, and because of that, I pursued biotechnology when I was in 11th standard because only two options were there: either computers or biotechnology. So I went with biotechnology, which is even harder than computers, I would say. And then I got selected in campus with TCS, and then we I moved to Mumbai and I spent money like anything, like the पहली salary आई और वो आज पहली तारीख है सबके लिए gifts लेना और ये सब. And then when I did my MBA, so when I was into MBA, there also I have to adapt to something. I was intended to do my MBA with specialization in HR, but there we had to pick up dual specialization, and I thought that I was not a very marketing person at that time. Now I am pretty comfortable in marketing and selling myself. So I thought of why not take HR and finance because these two supportive. They will bring up something new, some stories, some case studies, and we used to do a lot of case study hota hai, and then you have to present it, you have to study some company, and so doing it day after day and reading books like Think and Grow Rich, then Rich Dad Poor Dad, and all the books that you will find in my shelf, सब में rich word आता है. So reading all those books and getting into that environment made me fall in love with money and with the idea that it is not bad or evil and everyone should have a share of it, whatever and however or how much they wanted. So that's how the journey with or love with money started.
Okay. So, what was the project you've chosen? What was the case study, your favorite case study that you picked up in the college? Do you remember that?
Okay. There were a lot of case studies which were assigned to us. Like we were not given a choice to pick those case studies. But the first one I remember was Red Bus Wala case study. We used to matlab that was a sample that we have to give, and therein I learned that how three of the friends who were from engineering background they had some troubles traveling to the places that they wanted to, and they left their jobs, they prepared their business proposals, and they presented it to different venture capitalists, and they got funded, and how it as a business like it boomed. So, and they were not, they did not know any of the skills, so they learned it on the way, designing a website, getting connected with the people or the contractors or bus drivers and all those companies who were into this, and preparing a whole lot of database. So that also inspired me, like if you want to really do something, you can find out ways, you can learn on the way. They had to cut off all their expenses, they had to live on a very frugal means, but that business really picked up. And I used to travel by red bus when I was working in Mumbai, so I could really connect with that case study because I like to travel with buses more than the trains for some weird reason. I don't know why. So I could connect with that case study, and I thought if these people were not there, I would not get those coupon codes or such a safe journey via bus, which I'm getting right now. And after that, a lot of bus services picked up that kind of setup. So yeah, that was the one which was very close to my heart. And after that, there were a lot of other case studies which I could not really connect to that much.
So, Bishu, tell me about the book now. So, first
Okay.
start with the name of the book. How did you pick this up?
Okay, so one fine morning, like मैं रोटी बना रही थी, and I get ideas very randomly, and I usually do not work on those ideas, but this one I felt like this is very close. मतलब जैसे मैंने आपको बोला, the faculty used to say पैसा बोलता है सुनने वाला चाहिए. So that idea is somewhere anchored to me कि पैसा बोलता है सुनने वाला चीज. So I was always in the search of कहाँ से पैसा बोल रहा है, कैसे बोल रहा है, and that idea was ringing in my head. And I have a love of writing letters to friends, and even I used to write to God, to myself, anyone I could think of, I write letters. So I combined that love for writing letters and paisa bolta hai, so why not money writes a letter to you. And initially, it was supposed to be a very small book, like 30 to 35 pages, simple letter, jitna bada ho sakta hai. But I got pre-orders for the book because I just wrote 2 pages and I was not proceeding ahead. Then my mentor told me, Ki, you have very conveniently done this. Now go ahead and declare that you are writing and it is releasing on so and so date. And then I got pre-orders, I got the money before even having any product. And then I was into a pressure कि people were expecting a hard copy out of it. I forgot to mention कि ये soft copy में या e-book में होने वाला है. So I was supposed to write a lengthy book so that print होने के बाद लोगों के हाथ में खुद जाएगा, तो they should feel कि they have something to read about. And the book is also structured in a way that you will feel that someone has written a love letter to you, like all the things that you can find in one possible love letter, all those things are there from the money. So the idea is money is talking to you, it has written a love letter to you, and it's telling you how it feels and whatever is your journey with the money.
Super, super. ये कहाँ से आते हैं? मतलब, where do you get these thoughts?
I don't know, but I don't know.
And ये सभी
Yes.
किचन से क्यों शुरू होते हैं? क्योंकि I've seen another video where I think rajma or something, you messed up with rajma
Oh
and
God.
how do you do that?
राजमा वाज अ बिग और उसके पहले मैंने बनाया हुआ था. इट्स नॉट दैट आई डोंट नो, बट कुछ नया किया तो इट गॉट ब्लास्टेड. सो
And
किचन.
hang the viewers with a question mark as to what was the ingredient which was used. So could
Yeah,
could
that was meeta soda, which you should just use a pinch of it while you are boiling something, not more than that.
not a spoon of it, just a pinch of
Yes.
it. Okay, got that.
Yeah.
So,
Idea came to me because I was attending one. I have a lot of courses also, not just the books, but I at one point, to get out of my own depression, I was into clinical depression for almost a year. So to get out of it, a lot of people get addicted to different kinds of things. I got addicted to courses. So I was a courseaholic, and all the courses that I had were around money, creating wealth, and just one was related to happiness. So रोज रोज आप एक ही चीज के बारे में पढ़ोगे, उसी के बारे में सुनोगे, वही देखोगे, and then another course like wealth mastery, wherein you were forced to create multiple sources of income because he really pushes you forward, and वो बोलते कि अपने पीछे शेर दौड़ा दो, like आप फिर आपको भागना ही पड़ेगा. If you're not doing something, make the tiger run behind you. So I was supposed to write a book, but I was not declaring it. I was not doing it. और ये तो ऐसे छोटा सा idea आया था. I also had a course wherein it's about writing books and selling on Amazon. So ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें दिमाग में चलते चलते कुछ तो बन जाता है. So I just told one of my friend कि I'm not into money. The HumanGiri channel is not at all related to money, but I have this idea. What should I do with it? So she told me, like in law of attraction, we do not have the option of either or. We have and, so we can have both. So why don't you just give it a try? And even if it helps one person to change his or her perception about money, that would be the change. Like that would be really awesome. And when I shared this idea to her, so she was like, now whenever she sees money, like she was seeing money on the road, and due to covid she could not pick it up, so she was feeling for that money कि अरे वो money बोल रहा होगा कि मुझे उठा लो, मुझे क्यों छोड़ के जा रहे हो. So all from there I really worked on this idea.
okay, what is this law of attraction wealth? Is this different practice?
Okay, so a lot of people, आजकल तो सबको ही पता है what is law of attraction. Like you think about something and then it appears. Basically, it does not work in exactly this sense. There are a lot of principles behind it. So, as I told you, a lot of courses included wealth into it. So one, a law of attraction. I got into law of attraction when I was in my I was working in Bhopal with Tata Docomo, and one fine day, Bob Proctor appeared on my screen. YouTube. I was searching. ऐसे ही कुछ हुआ था, तो I was whenever something bad happens, I just look out for the opportunities to grow more. So I was looking for क्या करे अभी क्या करे. So Bob Proctor appeared, and he said something like कि only 95% of people, मतलब 95% of the wealth in the world is with just 5% of the people. And उनको देखा, उनके courses लिए, and the law of attraction में I was always interested in it. One fine day I got this course wherein I could be a certified law of attraction wealth practitioner. So the law of attraction more focused on creating wealth, more money, is wealth, मतलब law of attraction for wealth. It's simple, like जैसा law of attraction है वैसे ही सारी चीजें हैं, but it's more focused on wealth and creating money, because money is the instrument that can be used for anything in your life. And as I mentioned in my book also, like money or wealth has a six dimensional impact on a person, and we usually ignore all those things. We just blindly work for it by hook or by crook, and then we spoil our lives.
Got it. Good one. So, who is this book for? Who should read it? Who should pick it up? Who should order this?
Okay, so this book is for people like me who got good grades and then got into different jobs, and then they thought like money is something just to get luxuries, because that's not how money works. If you do not respect it, it will not respect you. And whoever who wants to make more out of life, so money, क्योंकि पैसा सबको चाहिए, पैसा सबको कमाना है, but a lot of people are not very much interested in money. So until and unless you are interested in something, you do not feel like learning more about it. So जिनको भी पैसे कमाना है बट वो करेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, उनको लगता है कि मतलब a lot of people feel कि अगर पैसे कमाएंगे तो उनकी स्पिरिचुअलिटी या उनकी अच्छाई चली जाएगी, सब उनको बोलेंगे कि पैसे के पीछे भाग रहे हो, all those kinds of things. So those people who really want to make most out of life, and the age group I would say is like 20s. You can start from 20s, and the early you start like from your teenage, that will be the best age, because that's when you're shaping your subconscious, your your habits. So it's all about habits, your beliefs about money, your beliefs about yourself. So the age group, I would say, can we can start from 15 or to 35, because up to 35 all your habits are already formed and you are very strict to change. But if at that age also you want to change and you want to grab this book, more than welcome. But anyone who wants to fall in love with money should pick up this book. At least just give it a try so that you can, feel connected to the book, because as it says, no feelings is equal to no connections or no emotions. So if you want money, बहुत सारा पैसा चाहिए पैसा चाहिए पैसा चाहिए, so at least get interested into it and earn it the right way, not the bad way.
Got it. Good point. The last sentence, what you said, is very apt. I think people should know that no shortcuts. Earn it the
Yes.
right way, legally. So
Yes.
good. So what's next? Talk about HumanGiri. Your Dadagiri's next version, HumanGiri.
Okay, so humangiri is how we perceive ourselves and how we perceive other people. Because from my corporate experience, what I sensed is कि हम लोगों को लोग समझते ही नहीं, like we do not consider the other person as human, like everyone is just a transaction. So वो transaction कभी कभार इतना ज़्यादा हो जाता है that you forget yourself into it and you forget other people also. Like, everyone has some responsibilities or some personal life which we completely ignore. Like, and this concept of overworking or hard working or working beyond your normal hours is so much glorified in India. Like everyone just wants to show कि हम कितना काम करें, हम कितना काम करें. And in the process they are losing not only their health, they are losing their relationships and everything. So the concept of human giri was born out of it, because like I really wanted to do something which is out of all these things, and wherein you can accept the other human being to be flawed. It's not necessary to be perfect. Everyone is so different. Like I was just doing research for one of my video right now, and अभी जो recent genome sequencing project हुआ था, we got to know like जो पहले 2000 में हुआ था genome project, उससे भी कहीं ज्यादा, like millions of sequences. Like since I'm from biotechnology, I just got the technicalities here. So there are four letters with which our DNA or genes is formed, and there are 3 billion से भी ज़्यादा like combinations that one person has, और उसमें every individual has a different combination, like three. I don't know the numbers exact, but बहुत ज़्यादा difference है. So everyone is trying to copy someone or the other, or with all these modernization coming up, all the exposure to the internet through all series that we watch these days, the movies that we watch, everything is at our fingertips. So वो सारे चीजों में हम जो comparison करते हैं social media में, and we get into anxiety and we compare ourselves and we feel low about ourselves. So I just want to help people do not fall into that trap. So that's what human giri is. So ऐसा भी नहीं है कि बहुत humble होके या बहुत polite होके you have to say कि नहीं मैं ऐसा ही हूँ. You got to change also, you got to improve also, but that should happen with love, with interest, and with dadagiri sort of thing. And that's why, and since I loved Mumbai when I was there, I learned a lot of things. तो वहाँ की language का थोड़ा थोड़ा असर पड़ा हुआ है. So that's how human giri came up.
Super. Very good initiative, and I love the way you're, bringing, speakers and talking about specific subjects. How to go abroad. Is it worth going abroad now? I think these points are very crucial because people are upset. People have lost jobs. People are looking for other sources of income. I think this is the right time when you have launched this particular channel, and you're adding content which will add a lot of value to people. So, good one, good one. So, anything else you want to share with our viewers?
Okay, so one thing that I would like to share is I have not yet declared anywhere that the hard copy of the book is available on Amazon, Flipkart, and White Falcon Publishing. So the entire book, this is the book here. Like I know you can see it, but a hard copy से सबको बहुत अलग feel आता है. And one special thing that I want to tell you is I have sent people postcards. So with the book, those who have pre-ordered, उनको मैंने postcard लिख के भेजा है, and I'm getting overwhelming response from people for this. And one special thing about me is that I remember a lot of things like a storehouse, and when I have written almost these postcards for 2 to 3 hours at length. उसके बाद मुझे चलते मेरा दिमाग इतना खाली हो गया है, मतलब सब कुछ बाहर आ गया है. I had just मतलब किसी से all those people who have pre-ordered, most of them I have just met virtually during this pandemic. So उनके बारे में भी when they are speaking to someone else also, I was so observant कि I remember that thing about them. So that is also, वो लोग book से ज़्यादा like they are appreciating the postcard. And the book is available, hard copy is available. The Kindle version was already published on 14th of May, and within a month it became international bestseller. And I use the same principles that I have mentioned in the book, the law of attraction principles, to make my book an international bestseller on Amazon. And I was very excited about it. Like I did not know a thing about writing book, so I started from, I have done everything. मतलब मेरी और मेरी मैंने और मेरी बहन ने everything we have done together, cover designing, interior designing, and we went for self publishing and Amazon also, creating it, making it a bestseller that we have done, and I'm really proud about it.
Whom do you want to give the credit to for this particular book or your journey till date?
Okay, so the credit goes to a lot of people. So obviously the first one is my mentors. My father also, because he used to live life king size. Like he never used to bother about money. But we used to celebrate everything related to money. And then my mentors from college, from school. I really connect to people so much that I have relationships almost more than everyone I know is I 10 साल से ज़्यादा I have been knowing that person. So my seniors, juniors, everyone, and then mentors, then my courses that I have bought, so mentors from there, and my sister the most. My mother also, but the sister the most because I pulled her into this thing without even asking her permission, and without even asking her willingness to do so. So she got really messed up with this, designing the cover, waking up with me the whole night, and doing interior designing, doing revisions of the book, proofreading and everything. And then now we are जो pre-orders आए थे, we have to post it also. So घर से ही packaging करना and everything, I involve her, and she has to do it whether she's willing or not. So the most credit I would like to give it to her.
Super, super. So thank you, Bishu. Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining on this particular show. So friends, do pick up this particular book. It's important you have this book as a family, though she's given the category as 20 plus, but I am a firm believer that even the kids should learn the value of money. Kids should learn how important is money. And my kids have started talking about money, or earning their money from 5 rupees to 20 rupees based on different tasks, and they buy their own stuff. So it's very important you have a copy of this particular book, and make it as a practice. Things have changed, things will change after pandemic. A lot of things will go online, a lot of ways where we generally or traditionally used to make money would not be the same going forward. So it's important that everybody knows different ways of earning money. And yes, law of attraction, I am a firm believer. The time you say, I need it, I want it, that's when it will value you. And the time you say मेरे को नहीं चाहिए and all that, it will start going away, and it will show that, hey, I am trying to move away from you. Are you okay with it? So I personally experienced that in my life. So very, I connected to all that you've discussed, Bishu, because that very well happened to me in the last couple of years. But again, thanks a lot, friends, for watching this, and do connect with Bishu. We'll share the social handles where Bishu is available. You can connect with her on Instagram. You can connect with her on YouTube. See her lovely mess up videos and funny videos on her Facebook too. So lovely having you here, Bishu.
Thank you. Same for me. Thank you so much for having me here at work, Ravi.
Thank you. Live life king size, and all the best for your book. May this be the bestseller, not only in terms of numbers, but also in terms of money that comes, it
Yes.
brings in back to you.
Yeah, that's the idea. Thank
Okay.
you so
Thank you,
much.
guys. Have a great evening. Thank you, Bishu.